What it is, what it do? How the hell is all of you? With yours Booley Svengoolie, hit that motherfucker with the toolie. That almost was my intro for a long time. Now you might be asking why I did no intro, because well I got a little buzzed, you know what I mean? And I kind of stopped the recording on the other video. Instead of pausing, I just stopped that shit. Now, that's my bad. But the shit I'm about to bring you is funny, to say the least. You know, when you go on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, now I only know a little about Instagram, so I'm not going to speak solely for Instagram because I don't really use it all that often. Now, one thing that I have noticed is when you go on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and you type in Trump hate, anything like that, there is enough content to keep you busy. I don't want to say satisfied or intrigued or interested, but it's going to keep you busy for a while. I don't know how long, because everybody's a while is a little bit different. See, like, for me, because I'm in the trenches for y'all, I try to get a good enough dose to just be like, I got to be done for a bit, you know what I mean? And now, mind you, there's a lot of different, let's per se, like, echo chambers on TikTok. Shit. Excuse me. You got libs of TikTok, you got conservatives of TikTok, you got peg talk, you got tattoo talk, you got, that's just to name a few. I mean, there's probably a whole lot more, but like I said, I'm buzzing. So stick with your boy here, right? So we going through, and because I like Trump, so it's really no reason for me to show videos of people talking about how they like Trump. Now, I thought I might do one as like a hell yeah type little video, you know, but I don't know. But well, we might not. There's the brain is always working, right? Now, if y'all fuck with my TikTok, then you know most of my videos are snippets of YouTube videos that I break down, because I really like to roast motherfuckers and talk shit. Just I find it fun. I find it therapeutic. Now, it might be a little mean and a little bit biased that I specifically choose radical assholes to roast, but we all got our fun, right? We all got our taste in how we like to roast motherfuckers. Some people like to roast Trump. Some people like to roast Mike Pence. Some people like to roast Biden, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi. Now, we can keep going. There's politicians. I mean, there's all roast everybody, right? Now, again, fuck. Anyways, so my point is I'm cool with roasting just about anybody. One of the things that I laugh at the most is people like this.
Y'all Trump supporters are funny as fuck.
Now, see, I say it like that because I'm a Trump supporter, so I guess, yeah, I am funny as fuck. I generally get laughs when I come up with jokes. They might not always be my best jokes. They might be a dad joke. They could be even a fucking pun. But normally I get a chuckle of some sort. That being said, I don't think she means it like that. And I know I cut people off a lot during the commentary, but I like to break down the little things. Such as Four Eyes here, and mind you, I got glasses, so I can call her Four Eyes. She got glasses that got glasses. Her glasses are like the Cadillac's fucking glasses. You see how big that shit is, bro? That's like a mirror on your motherfucking eye. Like, can you not pick your head up when you look up or look down? You know what I mean? Do you gotta just use your eye? Them shits is massive. They could burn an entire ant colony. I'm telling you the truth here. Now, not only that, very typical liberal and or radical going to tell me you were the next Trump supporter of how we're funny or what we think is fucked up or we're racist or we're a bigot or we're a transphobe, right? Because that's a lot of the talking points. But let's finish what you have to say. Let's see what this ant murderer has to say. And I'm not talking about aunties or aunties. I'm talking about the ants that are on the ground. This bitch's glasses is magnifying glasses. For Sherlock Holmes would be proud of this shit. You know what I mean? There is an astronaut somewhere in space. Like, damn, you see the gleam off that mother? I'm telling you.
This entire time, y'all stand behind the fucking Oompa Loompa.
Okay, so why is she yelling? You in a bathroom. You obviously is echoing like a motherfucker. You couldn't have did this in the living room? Is your boyfriend playing COD on the big screen? Is that why you couldn't? I mean, come on now. Oompa Loompa? Man, that orange man shit, man, that got boring quick. And the funniest thing is, liberals think that shit bugs us conservatives. Why the fuck I care about what Trump does was hit with his skin? Why the fuck why do any of us care if that man got a toupee, a tan, or wears a red tie every day of the motherfucking week? What's that got to do with us? He was killing it as a president, policy-wise. What you talking about? And I say that like that because when we're on TikTok, there's a mad amount of conservatives that are lesbian and gay. And I know there are other conservatives that won't rock with them. You do you. You are okay to believe what you want to believe at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck. But the one thing that you can agree with them is their support of Trump and what Trump did for the people. Now, I don't know if certain people in the Conservative Party will actually ever see eye to eye when it comes to those things. But I also do say, as a conservative, none of us really care if you're gay, because it's not our problem. It's not our life. The problem is when the radicals really start to shove it and preach it. Then you make everyone else that really don't want to shove it or preach it have to advocate against it or for it. You put them on blast. You have to make them make a choice, and that's what's fucked up. And that's probably why, in my eyes, a lot of conservatives are like, hold up, it's not really our value system, this, that, the other, you know what I mean? And I'm stepping off on this because there's a lot of videos on TikTok, and there's a lot of misinformation about what Trump did not do for the LGBT community. This man was for gay marriage from the beginning. There's multiple people debunking it. There's multiple people debunking actually a lot of the things people say Trump did wrong or did bad on. And I was kind of shocked at that, because then you get to this kind of liberal shit, and you got people that are like, y'all really stood behind an Oompa Loompa? Like, come on, girl. Come on, you wasn't even born when Charlie and the Chocolate Factory came out. You don't speak on that shit. Oh, maybe the Johnny Depp version, but you ain't with the real Gene Wilder shit. So you need to calm your little ass down. Fuck you talking about? Go return your mama's motherfucking turtleneck. Come on, nah.
But the minute Biden starts winning, the second Biden...
Y'all seen I had to unheart that shit real quick because I hate when it does that. Biden never started winning. Never. How was Trump slapping him around, and then when we all woke up, somehow Biden was winning? Are you not following the Maricopa County case? Because there's a lot of motherfuckers talking about this on here too. 70,000 votes, something, 10,000 votes, something. I mean, come on, nah. You can't just deny the numbers because you don't like them. And we all understand that y'all really wanted Biden to win because Trump was the orange man bad. But let's be honest now. To say Biden was winning, you being disingenuous.
starts winning the electoral college votes. Now all of a sudden you guys want to claim that we shouldn't not be friends with you because of your political views. Honey, it's not your political views that I give a fuck about. It's the fact that you don't believe in human rights. It's the fact that...
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it a buck. I get real tired of motherfuckers that is gonna swear, curse, cuss, whatever. But then when it comes to their captions, because they don't want to piss off the algorithm, they gonna act real chum-like and real bitch-like. You either gonna talk shit and swear, or you gonna talk shit and not swear. Why play the game? And what you mean he didn't give a fuck about no human rights? He was putting America first. That sounds like he was caring about America and human rights. Oh, and he didn't stand behind. What do you mean? I just said there's thousands of conservatives that are part of the LGBT community. There's thousands of conservatives that back those conservatives for being conservatives. Trump backed gay marriage. Trump backed the LGBT community. He was all for that shit. He made it very clear. He doesn't like men. They're not for him. But if you want to do you, you do you. But no, they don't want to hear that mess.
You don't stand behind the LGBTQI+ community. It's the fact that you will not separate the state from...
Now, I'm pausing it because you can read it. We don't need her to yell at us. There is no reason for that shit. This chick has mommy issues, flat out. Her mom probably was a yeller, probably yelled at her dad a whole lot, and she didn't know how to cope with that shit because, let's be honest, she probably has a lot of her own issues. So she probably wasn't coping with mommy and daddy issues because she was coping with whatever bullshit she was being fed at her schools. Let's keep it a buck. Now, to separate church from state. Okay, so if you're going to separate church from state, then it has to be all states. all church, all churches, you know what I mean? Let's keep it a buck. You can't just be like, oh, well, Christians can't bring a Bible, but Muslims can pray and this, then this. That's not fair. And to separate church and state. Now, I know it's a 60-second video or whatever it is, but she's not going to define her belief system. She's not going to define what she's saying. She's just going to act as if what she's saying is the truth no matter what. And that, I think, is a very disingenuous act in its own right.
And allow women to make choices of their own fucking body. So
Again. This comes now, she's talking about abortion. See, she's going to touch on a lot of topics because these are talking points. These are straw man points. Republicans don't give a fuck about what a woman chooses to do with her body. But when you decide to lay down, do the business, and I'm excluding the people that were forcibly raped and shit. I'm not including them in this conversation here. I'm talking about the people that made the decision to go out and have sex, unprotected sex, whatever, get pregnant and decide, you know what? I'm not ready. You were ready enough to go do an adult act such as having sex. There's a reason people say you should wait until marriage or wait until you're adult, because then you might be a little bit more stable and better off than what you would have been, you know what I mean, when you're 15 fucking years old. And you want to, and I hear all the arguments about it's a fetus, da. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not with the abortion shit, no way, no how. It just because I'm a man doesn't mean I don't get a fucking right to say my piece. My personal opinion is, my personal one is, this would make a lot of people mad. If the girl wants to go through with the abortion and the man doesn't, she should have to pay the man some money. Not the state, and I don't believe the state should have anything to do with it. The state should not be picking up any cost. Not any cost. Not a visit, not a fucking hire, hello. You want that, you pay for it on your own.
Don't fucking come at me for not wanting to associate myself with you because you're a fucking moron.
Okay, so we're gonna quit with her because she's being a little erratic. You know what I mean? You're yelling at the phone. You're clearly yelling. You're making yourself upset. You're hyping yourself up. For what? Some views, some clicks. For someone to stroke your fucking ego. For someone to say, you got it, girl. You dead right. You fucking stupid. Oh, and the fact that, I can swear. I can swear, but I'm not gonna put it in the captions because it might affect the algorithm. Now, I say it like that because how to say it? I uploaded a couple of George Floyd Square videos that I've uploaded to YouTube before. I'm sure some of the people that have listened have seen this shit, seen them. But I uploaded them, right? And I put in the captions on this, or a text or whatever on the video, hashtag fuck Antifa, hashtag fuck Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matter. I made it very clear about my stance on that, which I have in multiple episodes. That shit came back as hate speech before it had a view. Well, started another account and boom. I'm uploading them, I didn't say nothing, and there they are. So I understand playing against the algorithm and, get what you want out of it. But this, just like I said, seems disingenuous. You're going to lump in all Trump supporters as if they all believe in the same thing. That's not true. There's a big difference between everybody, all of us. But liberals choose not to see that. I mean, am I wrong on that? Let's keep it a buck. Now, see, just scrolling through, I mean, you can, I mean, just keep, I'm just saying, like, oh, we can go over to videos. Let's go to videos. This guy has a Trump song. The bitch is finally out. It's kind of funny.
Trump's no longer president. That bitch is finally out.
Now, see, she comes back and she claps him the fuck down. I'm going to keep it a buck. But when he did that song, it makes me think, like, Trump was living in your head that much. You had to come out of pocket. Come out of pocket. Like that. Oh, put a fucking little hat on, change your persona, create you a character. Trump had you that riled, that mad, that's what you had to do. Man, Trump was living in your brain rent motherfucking free, and there was nothing you could do about it. And I think that shit's funny. That's on everything I think is funny. Give me a second. Now here is Andy. Andy's going to tell us why Trump hates TikTok and why they hate him. Let's jump into this.
Andy, I'm an American living in Canada.
Hold up. An American living in Canada, man. You done shot your motherfucking right to speak on America the minute you wanted to live in Canada. Fuck what you got to talk about, Andy. And I'm going to cut you off right rip, man. How does TikTok hate conservative? How does TikTok hate Trump when there's thousands of conservative TikTokers repping Trump, banging every fucking Trump song? What you talking about? You mean liberal TikTok hates Trump? Come on now.
Teach at home, so I've watched MSNBC every day for the last 4 years.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to stop right there on everything I love. I'm not even going to scroll no further because I can't trust nobody that listens to MSNBC. I can't. I'm sorry, my peoples. I'm sorry I can't do it for you. I can't. I really can't, man. To me, it's insane to me, man. It's just insane to me. I can't listen to people that only listen to CNN or MSNBC or fucking CBS, ABC. You really gotta be able to get your news from all over, bro. All over. So that means you gotta listen to fucking everything, really. You know what I mean? From Newsmax to motherfucking right-wing media matters. You really gotta cover the bases, because to say you only listen to MSNBC and somehow you got the dirt, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy to me.
No Trump, no beef! 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 Let's go. Black women, y'all shouldn't even be up in here. They disrespect y'all.
We didn't know.
No justice, no beef! No justice, no beef!
Okay. So I wish you would have said something, because that's really not a whole lot of context. Now, I know the backstory. Black Panthers went into a salon or some shit and they yelled Black Lives Matter, no justice, no peace type shit, and then they got the black women to leave. But I mean, if you don't have a video, I really think you got to speak on that shit. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. When you forget to take your mask off in your car and now probably think you voted for Biden. Oh, we definitely do on everything. When you drive past, if you forgot your matter of fact, if you still rocking a mask, I don't know, man. I be thinking y'all Biden supporters, bro, or at least liberal supporters. Because at this point, man, when I go out, I don't see no one wear masks anymore. You know what I mean? So that's as much of a joke of a comment as that is. It really makes me think, unless your job and makes you wear a mask, or like if you in a nurse's outfit, that type of shit, you know, if you got to work at the airports and shit, then I really am like, okay, yeah, you got to do some shit because they ain't letting you get away with it, whatever. But if you just a normal motherfucking person and you outside walking around and you're lonesome and you got a mask on, I'd definitely be thinking you a motherfucking supporter of Biden or some radical shit. You already know what it is. Now, this motherfucker's already like 20 minutes or something, so I think we're going to cut this now and then come back with a part 2 and then do some more off-the-cuff episodes. So you already know what it is. Stay tuned, man. This is another round of whatever with crazy-ass liberals. Deuces.